everyone, this is Ty Slatter and welcome to another edition of GTA's ISO Mode. If you haven't already followed GTA Sports Network and GTA Heat Check on all social media platforms, like, comment, and subscribe to GTA Sports on YouTube. And don't forget GTASportsNet.com for all things in the world of sports. Now, if you haven't already, check out my latest ISO Mode on Russell Westbrook, who recently joined the Los Angeles Clippers. I broke that down days before the announcement was made. Shout out to Woj over at ESPN for confirming that. Check that out. This video is about a more quiet buyout. One that most of us didn't really expect this season. Cleveland Cavaliers forward, former NBA champion Kevin Love was bought out of his contract and has officially become a Miami Heat. What do I think about this? I like it. Kevin Love, of course, is 34 years old. So he's no spring chicken. But check this out. For his career, he shoots 37% from three. All right? At 34 years old. Plays defense and spots, but hasn't touched a floor since January 24th due to the fact that he fell out of rotation with JB Bickerstaff. And it's not, I don't think it was really, just based on how they play, Cleveland, that is, he didn't fall out of rotation for anything bad. It was more so JB's developing the young players. When you have a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers that runs a fast-paced style of offense, you got to look at the backcourt. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, right? But when you break it down, instead of playing Kevin Love over 20 minutes per game, you're going to play Evan Mobley. You're going to play Karis LeVert. You're going to play your Isaac Okoro's. You're going to play C.D. Osman, Isaiah Mobley, who is obviously Evan Mobley's little brother. If he's on a two-way contract. You got people that can play that position. And then you just brought in Danny Green. Yeah, I see what they're doing. I mean, Danny Green, I doubt is going to get really any major playing time. He's there for the championship playoff experience. But again, they don't need Kevin Love anymore. That's basically what it comes down to. The Cleveland Cavaliers no longer need Kevin Love. He's no longer an asset. Depending on the pace of play and the schemes that JB Bickerstaff comes up with, he becomes more of a liability than an asset due to the age. He may not be able to keep up with the pace of play. Because Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland is arguably one of the fastest backcourts in the NBA when healthy. They're pushing the pace to run, to get the ball in transition, fast breaks. That's what they do. And they're looking for the open man to either run with them or be ready when the ball's coming your way. And I'm not saying Kevin Love couldn't play with them anymore, but I understand why JB cut his minutes down tremendously in the last season. It was time. Keep in mind, Kevin Love was on a $120 million contract extension with the Cavaliers. He had $8.5 million left on his contract at the time of his departure, so that's an easy buyout because he pretty much played out his contract because he was basically going to walk after this year. He was in the final year. So he's about to be a free agent. So they made a move. And I think they did it in good faith. I honestly think that the Cavaliers wanted to thank Kevin Love for his commitment, his loyalty through the ups and downs after LeBron left for LA. He stayed, even though he didn't want to. He, made himself available and was open to any and everything that the team and the franchise asked him to do. And then there's the report that they're going to retire his number 0 jersey. So a franchise won't retire your jersey if you're not on good terms. So I would like to think that they did it all in good faith. Congratulations to Kevin Love making his way down to South Beach. Now that I've broken down the Cavaliers roster and why he wasn't getting playing time, let's break down the Miami Heat roster and why I believe he will receive more playing time off the bench. Keep in mind, Cleveland Cavaliers are 4th in the East right now. Miami Heat are 7th. So Kevin went from 4th to 7th seed. Now this is where I believe he is going to become the asset versus the liability. He was a liability in Cleveland, but he's an asset to Miami. So they got him basically nothing. Now, due to the buyout. So they got him on a veteran minimum. Now, looking at the current structure of the Miami Heat. I broke this down in the Russell video, but I'm going to break it down again if you didn't see this one right here for you, because Kevin Love and Russell obviously play two different positions. You got Jimmy Butler at power forward running the offense when Tyler Hero is not on the court, or sometimes even when he's on the court. Jimmy is usually running the offense. At small forward, you got Nikola Jovic. Okay. Caleb Martin, Duncan Robinson at small forward, Max Strus, a young Jamal Cain, Udonis Haslem, who doesn't really play. That's Coach Haslem at this point. So overall, when you look at the rosters, they don't have that veteran leadership at the power forward position. I do not trust Caleb Martin in the playoffs. I do not trust Max Strus or even Duncan Robinson based on his playoff performances or lack thereof. Outside of Nikola Jovic, who's young and still developing, because you can't really count Jimmy, because Jimmy is like a power guard. He plays 1 through 3, 1 through 4, depending on the matchup. They need Kevin Love. They didn't really make any moves at the trade deadline. They weren't able to move Kyle Lowry due to injury, per usual. I think the hamstrings are pretty much telling them it's about time to hang it up. Victor Oladipo is still Victor Oladipo. Nothing against him, but he's somewhat injury prone at this point in his career. So when you look at it, they don't have a power forward. Because I don't use Jimmy as a power forward. When you have a power forward you use as a guard, you might well just say you don't have a power forward. Because Tyler Hero, yeah, he's a point guard, but he acts like a 2. He's kind of a combo. He's a 2 guard masquerading as a point guard. He don't like to dime the ball out. He likes to shoot. He's a shooter. Shooter's going to shoot. So Jimmy's going to look for Hero to be the open man. 1-2 punch. If Jimmy don't take the shot, he's looking for Hero to hit the 3 from anywhere on the court, right? Or cut and drive into the lane. So Kevin Love space opens up the floor for spacing. Again, as I referenced earlier in the video, he shoots 37% from 3. He hasn't played since January 24th, so I would like to think he's relatively healthy. I saw footage of him actually at the facility after he touched down in Miami, and I think he hit 8 threes in a row. So I think Miami knows that the window is closing on them competing for a title. The closest they came was in the bubble against the Lakers, which they ultimately lost to LeBron and AD. Being the 7th seed in the East with 23 games remaining, it's win now. They're in a win now mode. They're going to need Kevin Love to be ready. I think he will be. I think he is. I don't think that he would have cleared waivers or the deal would have went through if they didn't think that he would be able to jumpstart this franchise and put him back in the top 5 of the East, because the Miami Heat should be top 5 in the East. It's tough, but you got the Bucks, the Sixers, the Celtics, Cavaliers right now. If the Pacers can get back, they were there. They were in the top 5 until Halliburton got hurt. And then, of course, you got Miami. These teams should be the top 6 teams in the East. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody outside of the Knicks, but the Knicks have to prove themselves. They lost some pieces. They gained some pieces. I just don't trust Thibodeau in the postseason, honestly. His reaction to defense, transitions, rotations, a lot of questions, not enough answers. And RJ Barrett, as good as he is, may have already hit his ceiling. So I'll make another video about the Knicks. But overall, the Miami Heat, great move getting Kevin Love. I think it'll definitely help for the veteran leadership of the locker room. I think that he is the piece that they're missing, but they technically are still another piece away. But I think right now, since you can't trade Kyle Lowry, you can't really trade Oladipo, the other pieces don't have that much value, and you're not moving Tyler Hero or Jimmy Butler, and you overpaid Duncan Robinson. I just think that you're kind of stuck right now, salary-wise. But shout out to Pat Riley. He always finds a way. And this has been a Miami edition of GTA's ISO Mode. You can follow me at Ty Slaughter on social media platforms, GTA Sports Network, GTA Heat Check as well. Like, comment, and subscribe to GTA Sports on YouTube. And don't forget GTASportsNet.com for all things in the world of sports. This is Ty Slatter. And until next time. Take care.